Imagine a voice so powerful that it could make you feel every word, every emotion, every heartbreak. A voice that turned pain into poetry and love into melody. That was Roberta Flack. But today, the world wakes up to the heartbreaking news. Roberta Flack, the legendary singer behind Killing Me Softly, has passed away at the age of 88. For decades, her music brought comfort, love, and even sorrow to millions. But what made her so special? How did one song change the course of her career? And what legacy does she leave behind? This is the story of a woman who defied the odds, broke barriers, and left an everlasting mark on the world of music. Roberta Cleopatra Flack was born on February 10, 1937, in Black Mountain, North Carolina, during an era when opportunities for black artists were severely limited. But music was in her blood. Her mother was a church organist, and it didn't take long for Roberta to develop a deep love for melodies. She was a child prodigy, showing an extraordinary talent for music at a young age, unlike many musicians who pick up their skills later. In life, Roberta was playing the piano fluently by the age of 9. Her dedication to music was undeniable, and by the time she was 15, she had earned a full scholarship to Howard University, a rare and prestigious achievement. At Howard, she studied classical music with dreams of becoming a concert pianist. However, as she explored different genres, she discovered her true passion lay in soul, jazz, and R&B. Even though classical training shaped her technique, it was her rich, emotional voice that set her apart. After graduating, she worked as a school teacher in Washington, D.C., teaching music to young students. But even while working a regular job, her heart belonged to performing. At night, she sang in local jazz clubs, captivating small audiences with her smooth, sultry voice. Little did she know one of those performances would change her life forever. Roberta's big break came in the late 1960s when jazz musician Les McCann saw her performing in a nightclub. He was immediately struck by her voice, its warmth, depth, and ability to tell a story through song. He wasted no time in helping her get a record deal with Atlantic Records. In 1969, she released her debut album, First Take. Initially, it didn't receive much attention. The industry was crowded with powerful voices, and record labels often overlooked new artists. But Roberta had something different, a rare emotional depth that connected with listeners in a way few could. Then, in 1972, something unexpected happened. Her song, The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face, was featured in Clint Eastwood's film Play Misty for Me. The exposure turned the song into a massive hit, shooting to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It stayed there. For 6 weeks, won her a Grammy for Record of the Year, and made Roberta Flack a household name. For most artists, one massive hit is a career-defining moment, but for Roberta, this was just the beginning. In 1973, Roberta released Killing Me Softly with his song, a track that would become one of the most beloved songs of all time. The song was inspired by singer-songwriter Don McLean. A young artist named Lori Lieberman had watched him perform and felt as though he was singing directly to her soul. That experience led to the creation of Killing Me Softly, a song about being completely overwhelmed by the power of music. Roberta's version turned the song into a masterpiece. It wasn't just the lyrics. It was the way she sang them. Her voice carried a depth of emotion that made listeners feel as if they, too, were experiencing every word. The song topped the charts worldwide, won her another Grammy, and became a cultural phenomenon. Even decades later, artists continued to cover the song. Lauryn Hill and the Fugees created their own version, but Roberta's remains unmatched in its emotional intensity. Roberta Flack was never just a one-hit wonder. Her career spanned over 5 decades, with multiple chart-topping hits, including Feel, like Makin' Love, Where Is the Love, a duet with Donny Hathaway. The Closer I Get to You Tonight, I Celebrate My Love, with Peabo Bryson. Her music wasn't just about romance. It carried deep messages of pain, resilience, and social change. At a time when Black female artists faced countless barriers, Roberta Flack carved out her own path. She didn't conform to industry expectations. Her music was sophisticated, emotionally rich, and deeply personal. Beyond her music, she was an advocate for human rights, education, and equality. She believed in using her voice for more than just entertainment. She wanted to make a difference. Despite her success, Roberta Flack's life was not without hardships. One of her biggest personal losses was the tragic death of Donny Hathaway, her close friend and musical collaborator. Their duets were legendary, but Hathaway's struggles with mental health led to his untimely death in 1979. Roberta was devastated. She later admitted that she never truly recovered from losing him. As the years passed, the music industry changed, but Roberta remained a respected and beloved figure. However, her health began to decline. In 2016, she suffered a stroke, which severely impacted her ability to perform. Then, in 2022, she was diagnosed with ALS, a disease that slowly took away her ability to sing. For an artist whose entire life revolved around music, this was a heartbreaking fate. But even when she could no longer perform, her music remained a source of strength for millions. On February 24, 2025, Roberta Flack passed away at the age of 88. The news sent shockwaves through the music world. Tributes poured in from fellow musicians, fans, and public figures. People shared memories of how her songs had comforted them through heartbreak, celebrated their love, or simply touched their souls in a way that few artists ever could. But even in death, Roberta Flack's music lives on. Her songs continued to be played, her influence still felt, and her impact on the music industry is undeniable. Even as time moves forward, Roberta Flack's influence on music remains undeniable. Her ability to blend soul, jazz, and R&B with deep, heartfelt storytelling set her apart in an industry that often prioritizes trends over talent. Many of today's artists, from Alicia Keys to John Legend, credit her as a major inspiration. Her work has been sampled, reimagined, and honored by countless musicians, proving that true artistry never fades. It evolves and continues to inspire new generations. But beyond the industry, her music continues to serve as a personal soundtrack for millions, whether it's Killing Me Softly playing at a wedding, the first time ever, I Saw Your Face capturing a romantic moment, or Where Is the Love sparking nostalgia, Roberta's voice lives on. It reminds us of love, loss, and the beauty of music that speaks to the soul. Even though she is no longer with us, her legacy ensures that she will never truly be gone. In an era where music trends come and go, Roberta Flack's voice remained timeless. Unlike many artists whose fame fades with changing styles, her songs continued to resonate across generations. The raw emotion in her voice, the depth in her lyrics, and the sincerity in her performances made her music more than just entertainment. It was an experience. Even decades after their release, her songs still evoke the same feelings of love, longing, and nostalgia, proving that true artistry never expires. As the world mourns her passing, one thing is certain: Roberta Flack's music will never die. Her songs will continue to be played, her story will continue to inspire, and her voice will continue to be heard. She was more than just a singer. She was a storyteller, a trailblazer, and a symbol of timeless artistry. Though she has left this world, her melodies will forever echo in the hearts of those who loved her. And perhaps that is the true power of music. It allows legends like Roberta Flack to live on long after their final song has been sung. As we say goodbye to Roberta Flack, one question remains: what makes an artist truly legendary? Is it the number of awards won? The records sold? Or is it something deeper? Roberta Flack's voice had the power to touch hearts in a way that few artists ever could. She didn't just sing songs, she made people feel them. And now, it's your turn to reflect. Do you think today's artists can match the depth and emotion of singers like Roberta Flack? Or has the music industry changed too much? Let us know your thoughts.